do with fans, a unique experience, something that they never would hear, and like, I want to talk to all you guys who have different perspectives. I do want to talk to you real quick, and I'm going to get to everybody, but like, you're.
Okay, these two guys right here, when I first watched it, I watched the first 10 minutes, I had no clue who these guys were. Who are they? Who are these guys? Play the fucking Jeopardy song right now, or who are these two guys? Ding dong. Wrong. It's Daniel Hudson and Evan Phillips. Huh?
Really, you, Landon, Nat, Casper, y'all are real, like, kind of the unsung heroes because you guys are through the quote-unquote garbage innings. You had.
I thought that was Tommy Edman and fucking I thought that was Tommy Edman and Kike Hernandez right there.
to go out there and throw 40 pitches in an inning.
50
pitches in an inning.
World Series record.
World Series record right here. Right here. Just for us to win. Like, you did that multiple times, and the next game, it set us up perfect. So, like, embracing that role, can you talk to people about embracing that role? Because everybody wants to be the star, right? Everybody wants to be the first guy or the last guy at the bullpen closing out the World Series. But nobody thinks about the
That's cool.
roster on game.
That's cool.
Pitch 50 pitches in the inning that really want us to win.
Like, that's cool. Like I was telling Walk, like throwing the last two guys sitting here that have thrown the last out of a World Series before. Like, that's cool.
He said
But
that, and I still didn't know who he was talking about.
I just know what it meant to my teammates and I felt it when I went out at Citi Field. And it's like I was not coming out of that game unless I had to come out of the game. And because I knew the end goal from everybody that I got since I've been here was doing this. And that's winning the title, being the best in the league. And I've always known that best in the league, bro. They're best in the league. And you got to have guys like Benny, like Knack, and
Like you?
these dudes, bro. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I would do that over again if I had to.
Just take them on the chin.
I will say the craziest part about that is when I faced Philly this year. That was the first time I've thrown over like 50 pitches in over a year.
You did it in one inning.
And it was like, hey, keep going. And it's like, hey.
But as you were going, like, nobody was really.
He said, I ain't doing these fucking 3 inning shit no more. Over it.
Yeah, right, dude. But like, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes, because you don't get this opportunity very much. Like, I've sat through one before, and I watched us lose one, and I told myself never again. If I ever get to that point, I'm gonna know how to win from each side of the ball.
You're here now.
It was home.
So he said that. I had to think back. He was on Tampa, right? I think Brett Honeywell is originally a Tampa dude, Tampa draftee. And he was there when the Dodgers beat them in Tampa. That's what he meant by that, if I ever get there again.
Home for me out there whenever I got here, bro. It was tough. I was supposed to fall on a grenade in Detroit, bro, but I put the pin back in it and then yanked it out and tossed it back into Detroit when I was done. Like, it was, like,
I don't know what he meant by that. Did he go to Detroit? Did he get traded to Detroit? What is he saying?
I knew the deal, and I think part of it's knowing baseball, but the other part is knowing who cares, because I think guys in the clubhouse, like, all of y'all just respected the fact that I'm gonna post.
You're gonna do what you gotta do.
And I can only speak for myself. I'm like, I'm gonna post. Benny C, Knack, those dudes, they gonna post, but I'm gonna post. Give me the ball.
Speaking of posts, I want to talk to Walker Buehler, because this is the definition of posting. So take me through this year, bro, because you had us all like, okay, what happened to Walker?
I wish I could have told y'all this was some elaborate thing. I had this whole plan, and it was fucking awful all year.
Really? And it was just like you were just bad. That's it.
Literally turn on the lights. You know how it is.
Yeah, okay. So when the lights turn on, what is it about the lights? Like, because some people can do it, some people can't do it, but you do it every single time.
You know how it is in July. In July, that game's just a game.
Right.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, he's saying he sucked because there was nothing on the line.
The man went through something that not a lot of people go through.
Which is?
2 elbow surgeries, 2 Tommy Johns.
Yep. And you still
That is wild, bro. Two Tommy Johns has to be so scary. One has to be so scary when your whole life is on your arm. And then you gotta do it again. Oh my god, bro.
Came out. I mean, like, tell me about it. What is it about when you were going through the playoffs, bro? Like, that was different. And you even said to yourself, like, you don't have the same stuff you had.
No, I didn't.
But you arguably are better.
Oh, I'm better now.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm a problem.
With less stuff.
I'm a problem right now.
So what is it? What happened?
No, you know what?
Can't just be the lights.
No, but I got 35 guys or 40 guys that if you all tell me I'm gonna hop on your back, I better be able to stand up. That's a thing to me, man. It's hard to explain that, and if nobody's relied on you the way that people rely on all of us, I don't know. This is the coolest shit ever, and I don't know.
You can say dog.
He's like half drunk, half like gonna cry of happiness, and I get it.
Dogs all you want to, but that's what dog it out means, bro.
Yeah.
Like with you, it's like when I watch the lineup roll through, and I see our 1 through 9 roll through, it's like, okay, somebody's not getting it done, somebody's not getting it done, and it's like wham, and it's like, okay, somebody just got it done. It's part of dog it out, dude.
Yeah.
Part of being a dog.
So in the ninth inning, so you know you're going out. You hadn't thrown a ball till you got down there, and you know.
Oh, I lied to Mark too.
Okay, so tell me about it.
Mark called down. He said, "What the fuck are you doing down there?" I said, "I told y'all I'll be down here." He goes, "Have you thrown?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine."
But you hadn't thrown yet.
I haven't touched a
This
ball.
fool walks out the door and says, "I just gotta see where I'm at."
I gotta see where I'm at.
And starts playing catch, and then they get this guy going.
I turned to him and Joe and I said, "Did that look crispy?" They go, "Oh yeah." All right, let's roll.
So you knew. Okay, so
I also
I mean, I hate. What's up, Busta? They should be bleeping bad word. No little kids gonna watch this. I hate being an old grumpy man. Like, these 5-year-olds watch. Like, Walker Bueller just dropping the F bomb every 3 seconds, man.
told them I only came down there for the jog and to hang out with him and Joe.
So you saw the game unfolding. And you were like, "Oh shit, I may have to go in this game." So tell me when that thought hit your mind to walking through the bullpen. How was it like? Were you going crazy? What were you doing? You were
For me,
like,
the first thing is
me!
honestly, I said,
For me.
what would 22 do? And 22 would be out there.
What would 22 do? He'd be out there. I'm 22. I'm Victor 22.
And he was hurt and all that shit, so I guess I had to fucking do it, and that sucks. And
Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.
Sorry.
Last out of the World Series.
but
Wah.
if I'm gonna run out there and I'm not gonna get the ball, it sucks. You jog out there, you feel so cool, and then you just sit there. Like in Game 6.
Oh, okay.
No, but in Game 6 against the Mets, I just ran in from the bullpen. Like,
So what? I bet when you were going in, like, did you feel? What did you feel? Did you feel like a closer? Or were you
I
just
felt like I weighed about 3 pounds.
No,
They
tell him what you told me. I want
What?
You were okay with losing the game.
I will say this. There is no one in the world that's more okay with losing that game than me.
How did you get that perspective?
I've been dog shit all year.
But you were on a heater right before that, so did you not like have the extra pressure on yourself? Like I've been
I kind of like the old school Dodger jerseys, though. They're kind of fire.
pitching good, so I
No, but I know I can take the downside of it.
okay.
So the upside, as weird as it sounds, as arrogant as
It's all
I deserve the upside. I'm ready for the down. I'm ready for the you fucked us, you suck, whatever. I'm ready for all that.
So that's why you're up there. Like I don't really give a
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Like Kike said,
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck.
we don't.
That's so, what does that mean? That's just so cringe. You do give a fuck. What are you talking about?
I do want to talk about like the Padres series
I don't give a fuck. Is it the fucking weirdest, cringy thing?
and how that kind of played out.
My life? I don't give a fuck. I'll jump off a bridge right now. I don't give a fuck. Good, Omar.
I want to get everybody's perspective on
Hey, I
that.
wasn't active. I gotta.
I'm just trying to understand this. We just don't give a fuck. Yes, what do you? Yes, you do. The most.
Different one, but these were active.
All right. Mine was like when we're playing them, and at the time, like, to be fair, they're probably they're way more talented.
Bro,
That was probably the most.
that was
talented
that was the best team we played all year. In my opinion, they were the best team we played.
They were the
all year.
best team.
They
I just like how they just shit on the Yankees. Like the whole time. Like so, look. Like I said earlier, I put it on for like 10 minutes. I was playing PGA, and I was like, I'm gonna listen to this shit in the background. And I'm listening to these fools just be fucking like Spice. Like I'm like, first of all, I don't even know who this white dude is. I still don't know who this is. And now I know it's Daniel Hudson. But at the time, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? A GM? I'm like, oh, then I find out later it's Daniel Hudson. Oh, okay. At first, I thought it was Tommy Edman and fucking Kike Hernandez sitting right here. That's who I thought this shit was, bro. It's Joe Kelly, dude.
They beat the shit out of us in the during
all
the season.
year,
Like,
and then
it
we
was
go
crazy.
down 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we don't give a fuck. And then it's like, yeah, this team fucking beat the shit out of us for fucking. We were down. We were sad. This team beat the fucking shit out of us.
I'm like, dude, I guess.
Bro, I'm here to hate. I'm gonna get some hate clips. Believe it or not.
And then we had to face who?
Dart was one of them.
No, Musgrove got hurt.
Musgrove got hurt in the Atlanta series. He had to come back. He had to face Cease twice.
We had to face Cease on a short rent.
Shit is
Oh yeah.
ridiculous.
What short you with Atlanta rest? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. You said it.
But anyways, yeah. So that's talented. See,
Some people are.
but we're down 2-1 against that talented of a team. Going through my head, I'm like, all right. So I don't know how we're gonna beat them, especially with them smelling blood like this.
Yeah.
In their place, in a bullpen game, like,
Hey,
I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I know.
Dog.
hey.
I want you to tell them about the day, because the day, from my perspective, it looked like a regular season day. Nope.
I went down there, not active, in spikes. I'll tell you that.
Not active in spike.
Spikes on it. Yeah, spikes.
Watching 9 dudes roll out and do their job to the best that they possibly
Was
could.
there any extra intensity? Was
Evan
there any extra
Phillips.
intensity or less or whatever?
I don't know. I'll let EP talk a little bit in a minute, but I don't think there's any extra intensity in that. But I don't like, in my opinion, like the way the roster just was constructed.
And it was at this point that I finally found out who the fuck is this dude. First time, I'm literally like, who in the hell is this white dude? Like, what the hell?
For the playoffs, right?
Daniel Hudson,
We had
okay.
Walker, we had Jack, and we had Yama. We had Yoshi, and those were our starters. So, like, to get through a series, you probably need at least 4, right? And in my opinion, it was like, if the pen's gotta be number 4, fuck it, man, we roll. Like that's just the
Next year, we're going to have Yamamoto, Otani, Roki Sasaki. They're going to need a fucking number 4 is going to be Bruce Lee.
that's what we got to do to get the job.
Crazy,
And every
man.
one of them dudes down there were good with that.
No,
Yeah.
nobody was complaining. Nobody we'll complain about it in friggin' August.
Yeah.
We'll complain about it in August.
We'll bitch about it.
When everybody's, but if it's the friggin' playoffs, man, like we're
Bro,
good.
they ain't
That's it. That's
trouble,
what we
bro.
gotta do. We're good, dude. We'll take the load, man. We'll be number 4, and if that's what we gotta run a series, it didn't work out great the other times, but that game, all our guys were fresh.
Number 4, Glass now. Number 5, Walker Bueller. Number 6, fucking Dustin May. Number 7, fucking crazy, bro. Oh, Corbin Burns. When they get Corbin Burns on a 1-year fucking deferral. Fucking Juan Soto. Oh, don't even get me started on Juan Soto, bro.
And we were ready to roll, and I, at least in my opinion, I like watching Brazier. We were all down there watching Brazier warm up, and it just felt like we all had each other's backs, and we were ready to freaking go from pitch 1. And whatever. Like I remember Bard told me like, hey, it might be you early. And me specifically, it might be you early, but then if it's not you, you might finish. Like it's just there's inning 2 to 9. Like
no defined role.
that's where you can be from inning 2 to 9. So you gotta be ready to go.
Like you saw Kobe come out early a couple times.
Fourth or fifth inning a couple times.
You saw him start to come out early too at the end of the year.
So you started doing up down towards the end of the year.
Yeah, no, he's gonna take down 7.
He needs to do some burpees. He looks a little, you know.
Else that game.
Yeah, that game I was done on 10 pitches, and we had a 5-run lead.
He looks like he has a good golf swing, though. Not gonna lie. I think Evan Phillips looks like he has a good golf swing.
And Doc, with how efficient I was, he was like, "Hey, just ride it out." So I was gonna keep on going, and then we tacked on a few runs. Gavin hit the home run. Situation changed. Yeah,
Gavin hit the one home run he hit all season. The one Gavin home run.
Buddy came in. I came in right after that, but
It changes. Like if we are running a pen game like that,
No, we know. That's why
that shit changes hard.
we want to get you in the game. No offense. No offense.
Get me in the
Yeah,
game.
we want to get you in the game.
but I feel like we were just so dialed in that series. Like I don't want to say it was personal, like literally personal, but there was some aspect about it.
I think so. I think it was.
So part of is that because from 2020, 2022,
I
when
think
they
it has
bounced
something
us?
to do with that. I think it has something to do with that, and they really kicked our ass all year.
For sure, yeah, dude. They were honest
All year.
So there was definitely like an added level that I think we all tapped into a little bit. Each guy, top to bottom of the whole roster.
Play with him last year. Get him out.
So, 22.
22.
I want to talk.
Don't know who this white guy. I thought that was Cody Bell. I thought Cody Bellinger was passing the blunt. That's who I thought that was all the way in the bay. I thought that was Cody Bellinger. I don't know who is sitting next to Kike. No clue. I think if this is Kiermaier this way. That looks like Kier. I have no clue who this white dude is. Kike's here. Mookie's here. 22 and Cody Bellinger passing the joint.
Talk to you because, this year was a rough one for you, bro. Like you never really dealt with like injuries for you. Like you've had a pretty clean career. So how was that mentally for you?
Yeah, I mean, I had that shoulder surgery and, a lot of different perspectives on it.
Capri
I
Sun?
had to come back. Everybody was kind of saying different timelines, but when I was able to come back, like middle of June, July, I really felt like I had a good amount of time to like figure out how to get ready and be ready for the postseason, which is,
Bro,
when
that's not
you're
how you
out,
spell
that's the only
Kiermaier.
reason to go anyway, So I did everything I could to be ready for that, and just I'm old, man. Fortunately, just stuff happened.
I get it. I'm old too.
Came out of nowhere, and my knee started hurting. So all this stuff, and I kept trying to throw, and
I mean, I understand he's hurt. Can he not do some sit-ups though? Like the boy, he got a belly, bruh.
the day it just didn't work, right? But being on this ride with you guys this year and getting to go through October from like a spectator's perspective was. I'm so glad I didn't miss it. I'm so glad I didn't get surgery before, and I was on crutches and I had to miss all that. And
I mean, and let me tell you something. If you're gonna give him like, oh, now he's a 2-time World Series champion, I don't want to hear nothing about Acuna being a World Series champion. I mean, that for that to even be, that still is something that people will be like, oh, Acuna didn't even play in the World Series. Well, I don't want to hear it. That season, Acuna was going to be the MVP. If he, no, I've heard it 1 million times, especially from Trey. Maybe I'm just thinking of what Trey did to me. He just annoyed the shit out of me. I'm probably it's Trey. It's definitely not just Trey. It's definitely a Twitter thing. Like 1,000,000%. But yeah, the same people. I don't want to hear it.
because it is, man. Like it's for our families, it's for our, it's for the fans, it's for everybody. So when I was able to like pick up my kids after we won the World Series, when I was able to like hug you guys after we won the World Series, run around, do the parade today, which was the coolest thing I ever been a part of in my whole life when it comes to baseball. It's just, I would have traded for the world. The next season can wait. I'll get the surgery whenever, but I'm so glad I didn't miss out on that.
Nice. All right. So, and then Keeks,
Cakes.
Everybody loves you, bro. You're a thing of gold. You're a hard. I don't even know. A thing of gold is all I can really kind of give you. I mean, that's how I describe it.
Oh, that's a great
one of one.
Wow, what a great description.
For sure. And so where does this come from? Like your
Cody Bellinger's just chilling over there.
You're one of one. Where does Kike come from? Is it all the
Where does he comes from? Fucking Puerto Rico.
time, or do you turn it off, or what?
That's just
me. That's just me, that's just me, papi. Papi, that's just me, papa. Hey, papa, yo en Puerto Rico, Boricua. That's just me, papa.
me.
It's all the time. That's nice.
I grew up just constantly like my dad arguing with me because my personality. You gotta take things more seriously and things like that. And I do. It's just that's my way.
You don't do you show it a different way.
Yeah, and
I swear to God, bro, if that is Mookie Betts' logo, literally Times New Roman MB, bro. I swear, if I find out that like his kid didn't fucking sew that into his fucking neck, like that cannot be a logo, bro.
I tried a couple of times in the minor leagues to be professional.
Yeah.
You know, quote unquote professional, like try to be, straight line and all these things. And the other day, we're all trying to be happy as human beings. And when you're something that you're not, it's hard to be happy. It's hard to, to look.
I'm just me. I'm just me all the time. All the time, I'm just me. That's what I am. I am me. And the only thing you can do is just be you. Because if you're not you, you won't be happy. And I'm happy because I'm me.
Forward to today because you got to act a certain way. And I love playing baseball. But in order for me to love playing baseball, I got to be myself. And I figured out that I realized I couldn't do that. Especially in the...
The fuck is he saying, bro?
The best way to describe it is I went from Houston. I got traded from Houston to Miami.
Hold on. I got traded from Houston, Miami. In Houston and Miami, I was me. When I got traded, when I left, I was still me.
30 days after I made my big league debut, and I go to Miami, and I don't know a single person on that team. So for me, I'm like, shit, I got 30 days in the big leagues. My personality's a little bit out there, and I'm start acting like myself day one because people are going to be like, who the heck is this guy, So, and I had a miserable time in Miami just because I was trying to be somebody I was not, and then I wasn't playing, and then I wasn't really playing well.
What the fuck is this story, dude? What is he saying, bro?
And then towards the end, I let loose, and I started playing better, and I was like, you know what? I just got to be myself. And then 2015, I got traded here, and these guys welcomed me with open arms from the get-go, and I was like, all right, green light to be myself. Just don't do it on 22 start day.
Yeah.
I don't know, Papa. I don't know me. I'm just me. I'm me. I'm me all the time. I came from here. I went to Puerto Rico. I went to Miami. I got traded 2 days, 3 days. I'm Miami. Come on. There is nobody better than me. I am me. 24 Dodgers, greatest team ever, and it's not even close. It's okay. According to everyone else, the 2025 Dodgers are better, though. So, Because we got fucking Yamamoto, we got Sasaki, we got Otani, we got Glass. It's just like, Jesus.
I mean, I think everybody loves it because I think it keeps everybody loose, you know, and keeps everybody laughing, joking, and even in any serious moments, like you still have one-offs, which is really crazy. 22, I want to hear your perspective, but one thing that people don't know is in, I want to say the third, fourth, fifth inning, you'll remember, we were down 5 early, and the energy wasn't great in the dugout. Now, obviously, we're down, so everybody's kind of down a little bit. And I remember I was sitting right next to you, and you just, I don't know, maybe you were stuck off in space. I don't know. Something happened, and then you just all of a sudden turned and was like, all right, guys, let's go, let's go. You started smacking the railing and getting everybody going, like, and I think that, I'm not saying that's the reason why, but I think that really helped us get back going. And so I want to hear, like, from your...
Yeah, bro, dude, when you were smacking the fucking rail, hell yeah.
Your perspective, seeing us go up 3-0, then get
When I was in right field, I saw you smacking that rail.
hit in the mouth a little bit there, or I'm sorry, lose a game, then get hit in the mouth early after losing that game. Like, what was your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, hey, when you're on the bench, you just do whatever you can. You know, KK knows, like, we're trying to be the energy when there's not energy. You know, when you guys are hit.
KK knows. What does KK know? What in the hell does KK know? What does Kevin Kiermaier know?
And doing your thing, and it's all good. Like, there's not a lot of stuff you need from the bench, right? But it helps, and I say that's all the starters too. Like, when we're not pitching, being in the dugout matters. Like, still walking back after a bad inning and seeing nobody in the dugout, like during the regular season, you don't want that, right, you know, as a position player. So just try to tell the guys, like, you know, hey, do your part. Like, as a starting pitcher especially, or a bench guy, like, if you're not playing every day, there's something you can do. Like, if there's no energy in the dugout, if a bad inning happens, like, yeah, it sucks and it doesn't feel good, and sometimes they're down, or sometimes they have bad at-bats or bad innings, but you just try to do your best to pump everybody up.
Hey, which one of these is we've learned recently aliens are real? I think at least one of these people up here is an alien.
Up, and especially when you're not playing, you don't have any control over it. You just try to help as best you can. And
bro, Kevin Kiermaier looks like a fucking Mexican. This is a white man.
We had a good bench squad.
Mm-hmm.
Man. We did. We had a great bench squad.
You guys were awesome, bro. You guys were awesome on the bench.
Look, man,
you guys were the fucking best bench ever. So good on the bench.
We couldn't do a lot on the field, but we tried our best to
so good on the bench. Fuck.
Our best in the dugout, and it helped us feel it. I mean, I know it helped me feel part of it too.
Nice. So, Keeks, we were down, I want to say down 3 or 4-0 in like the second inning.
Literally 7 people on stage. He's only talked to 2 of them.
When they took out Jack. And you're in the outfield with me. And we meet in center. And me, you, and Teo, we didn't say a whole lot. And the feeling was kind of like, man, we got hit in the mouth. Because we did. But you said, we're going to win this game. We got a lot of baseball left to play. And I looked up, and I was like,
a lot of game left. 27 outs.
Man, it's the second inning. We do. And Cole was pitching, right? And you know Cole's pitching, he's shoving it. I'm like, you know, Kike's right. If we can find a way to score 1, just find a way to score 1. I don't know how. Somebody hit a homer, whatever. Because it's hard to build an inning against Cole. Got to find a way to score 1. And you said all this before it manifested. So, like, where did that confidence and stuff come from?
Belief in our guys.
And I believe in us. I believe in if we just be us and we don't try to be anybody else, we're gonna win.
I remember I looked at you and I said, fuck it.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, we finish it at home.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, we do some legendary shit, and we come back and win this game.
And you said no. You said come back and beat Cole. That's exactly what you said.
I was like, let's do it. We're already down 4-0. Next inning, we were down 5-0. So why not?
Go ahead.
Start that inning off.
Who started it off? So I think, and going through, like, I gave you the name Kike Otani. Like, I feel like during the postseason, you hit way less than you hit during the season. Why is that? Because during the postseason, you went and took like 20 swings and you were done. And during the regular season, you like used the balls and all that shit. So like what?
My brain.
Oh, okay.
I think my superpower is also my kryptonite. That's called ADHD.
Okay.
And during the season, my brain is just everywhere. And the postseason, it just brings out like hyper focus. And it just, I don't know. I mean, I just go into compete mode. I don't really give a shit about how I feel.
Good, Paul's finally a normal person in the
I'm
chat.
silent, and there's nobody but the pitcher and I.
We finally got one.
I just go into compete mode.
Mm-hmm. That's super dope.
Took about 30.
I mean, I guess I got my own way in doing it, but
30-some minutes to get a normal person in the chat.
wild.
Let's go, Pulse.
Regular season and postseason, Kike.
Yeah.
Good for you though. Like this is it's been it's been awesome. Thank you boys for coming up here, KK.
Actually, he just lets them go. Doesn't even talk to them.
I kind of told you, but I'm glad we got to do this baseball thing together, bro. You know, like I said a couple of times.
He probably never even talked to Kiermaier at all during all. This is the first time he's ever talked to Kevin Kiermaier.
We debuted at the same.
Hey, brother. Hey, it was nice knowing you. Hey, it's me and you. What's your name? Kevin? With a K? Meyer? Kiermaier? Hey, brother.
time and then battled it out for years and years and years, and I'm glad you finally got you one, bro. And good luck to all your future endeavors with everything.
But he brought Cody Bellinger. He didn't even let Cody Bellinger say anything. He only talked to. He has 8 people up there. He only talked to to Kershaw and Kike. He went from Kike to Kershaw back and forth. Never asked Cody Bellinger a question. I don't know who the white dude is in the corner. Didn't say a word. And Kevin Kiermaier looks like a Mexican. And this is the first time he's ever talked to Mookie Betts.
And for the boys here, we running it back again.
Peace out, Kevin Kiermaier, if that really is your name.
I want to start with you two.
Yeah, let's play Guess Who. This one's pretty easy. We got Freddie. Okay, I got Freddie, Muncie, Taylor, Edmund. Who is this guy?
You guys come over in a trade, and you know you coming to the Dodgers.
Who's that guy? Who is that? That's Kopech. Wow.
Man, I'm going from.
I would have never thought that was Kopech. Does he do like a ponytail or something during the game?
The White Sox to the Dodgers. Like, literally from the worst team to the best team. Like, how was that? How'd that make you feel?
How did it make you feel?
So a part of me like knew that I was gonna get traded, but I hadn't had a good year on a bad team, and so you don't really know where you're gonna end up or whatever. And then like from spring on, you know, with you and the Shohei signing, like everybody's like the Dodgers are the best team in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So to have that call at the trade deadline and be like you're going to the Dodgers, it's like, okay, now baseball starts.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it was, and I was in a position where
Now baseball starts. You're in the fucking major leagues, bro.
I hate to say I was kind of going through the motions, and just like.
But it's
Going
easy to go
day-to-day.
through the motions. Like, you know you're going to lose. So
Yeah, like you know you're not playing for anything
Yeah.
other than your own career. And when you don't want to play a selfish game, because it's not a selfish game, it makes it really hard. And so to come over here let the spotlight guys take the spotlight and like actually be a part of a winning culture was incredible. It was a blessing.
That's an argument though, because you said let the spotlight guys be the spotlight, but when you first came over, you were in the spotlight.
I mean,
Immediately.
kinda.
Yeah, no, when you came, we needed you immediately. It wasn't like a come and you kind of, we'll see how you fit in. Like, no, we need you now.
Yeah.
So like, did that make you feel better, worse? Was it harder, easier? What was that?
What I'll say about that is I felt appreciated.
Okay.
And over there, it's not that I didn't feel appreciated necessarily. It's just like I didn't really feel like there was, I didn't feel like I had a specific purpose.
Okay,
I wasn't
okay.
coming in to close games because we weren't winning games. And so to come over here, whether it be the 6th through the 9th or whatever, and pitch in purposeful innings, like I felt appreciated.
No, nice. And so Tommy Tanks, you come over and you hurt, right? And I'm like, man, I know Tommy Tanks. Obviously, we played against each other for years, but like, I don't really know what you're about. I'm getting to know you a little bit as a person, but also not.
Also, this is also the first time they ever talked to each other. Tommy Edman and Mookie Betts. This is really cool to see.
Not as much because we were both hurt. Yeah. And so.
But I'm playing the game called Ignore the Idiot. And that's what I'm doing right now in chat.
Yeah. I remember when I was in St. Louis, whenever we'd go to play the Dodgers, either at LA or at our place, we'd be like, all right, we're in for a dogfight. Like, it's going to be a hard 3 or 4 games. We had that 21 wild card. This guy had a walk-off homer.
Yeah.
I thought we played our best game that day, and then we ended up losing because of freaking CT over here. And then we had that series in St. Louis where I think Freddie goes 14 for 15 or something like that.
Stupid.
And I was like, dude, these guys are unstoppable. So I was honestly just kind of glad that I didn't have to play against the Dodgers anymore, and I got to be, part of the team.
14 for 15. That's a good hitter, man.
And then I know being injured, like it was weird getting traded, being injured. But I think it helped out a little bit. Like obviously it sucked that you were injured too, but since we were both kind of going through the same thing, we were able to work on our swings together. I know you showed me a few really good things about my swing early on that kind of helped me out and helped drive me through the season. So I didn't really know what to expect because obviously you're a superstar of baseball, but
Thanks.
getting to learn from you, like I didn't know if you were kind of gonna be like doing your own thing or like, obviously you helped me out a ton, and I really appreciated that.
Of course, bro.
So it was everything I could ask for sure.
And then you go in because you were hurt, and then I know you've been.
Yo, Post.
It's been talked about a thousand times.
Post trying to get on the freak train.
From my perspective, it was the coolest thing in the world seeing you win CS MVP because you don't know like how much you.
Freddie Freeman, his teeth are crazy, bro.
You made
What's good, Burke?
Go. Like you really helped us go. Like you right where you were, wherever you were, really. It was like you have to keep him off base. But you can't. You know what I'm saying? You're like, and I really grew to appreciate who you are as a player because I love playing with you, and I'm taking Tommy Evans on my team any day of the week. And so I want to thank you, bro, because that was awesome.
I appreciate that. I just felt like
Is Edmund a free agent? Is he a free agent? Or is he coming back?
I was trying to keep up with everybody else.
It was good.
I think that is a big thing with what makes us such a great team, though. Like you see all the greatness around you, and you're like, shoot, I gotta work even harder to be, to do that myself and just be able to contribute. So, I think that's what, when you have the best players on the team that are some of the hardest workers, that's inspires everybody else for sure.
Very easy.
Yeah.
So I want to with months.
Yeah, I just feel like with veneers, they should make them almost like worn. Like how like some shoes now, not like now, but like or like a shirt will come like worn. It has like some holes in it. Like the teeth should come with a little bit of character. Character. Yeah, I mean, it's not that theirs are white. It's that it's literally a completely different color, bro. It's not white. They have like baby blue teeth. The shit looks like. What is the shit? What do they put on the bottom of certain shoes? It's like icy. It's like a white baby blue.
And CT and Freddie. We got our ass.
And then the bottom is it's two straight across.
And
I mean, let's be real. Last 2
And
years.
last
you
two
can't
years,
see a
really,
division in the tooth.
got our
Like,
asses waxed. And
can't
so
see
going
where
to
the
playoffs,
tooth is
I'm gonna tell you
dividing.
what my thought was. It was, all right, Mook, you sucked last year. Sucked. And with this group of guys, you don't have to be good, bro. Just do okay. If you do okay, these boys.
Mookie's
will take
teeth
care
look
of
like
you.
his teeth.
And so that was, selfishly, that was my thought, was like, Mook, you gotta show up for the boys, because if you show up for the boys are gonna show up for you. And that was my thought going into this, and that was, I know it was super selfish and whatnot, but I want to hear y'all's perspective on what we were gonna do different, or what you were gonna do different.
You know, for me, I
Left,
feel like my
left.
game is like as simple as it is. I'm either gonna walk, or I might get you a home run, or I'm gonna be out. But like,
Bro,
see-
Muncie got fat. Muncie look. What's that movie? He should have been in Twilight, man.
I'm gonna see 7 pitches in a bat for you boys. Let you guys see what he's got. Work the pitcher a little bit.
Yeah, a
For
cleft
me,
the
that's
lip.
how I've always been.
So you
but-
didn't really have to do anything different. It was like, this is what I got.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. That first series against the Padres, every game I had trouble eating. I was nervous. I was
I had trouble eating.
like,
What?
I was after the last 2 years, like, man.
We can't lose to them again.
Well, it was more like
I
you
had
gotta do
trouble
something. You gotta
eating.
Get on
Sure.
base somehow. You can't be an absolute zero out there, and so it was just like that first series, man. I told
Chris Taylor is
Elliot,
looking
like,
into
after we
his
won that
fucking
first series,
soul,
we
bro.
played the Mets, and I was like, it was like so relaxing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to dog on the
No,
Mets,
no,
but, like,
I told them,
bro.
we said it earlier, I told the boys, like, to be honest, and I think all of y'all would agree, like, that Padres team was the best team. They were the best team. Hands
best
down,
team
they were
and the
best team.
hardest atmosphere to play.
Hardest atmosphere to play.
I
Like,
mean-
shout out to y'all at Petco. Like, y'all, that's a great, like, y'all support y'all's team. I mean, we got one of these, though, but, y'all support y'all's team.
I mean, like, it's so fucking annoying that they won, bro. Honestly, bro. It is so annoying that they won. Like, listen, it's okay if they won this one. If you go sign another 6 players, bro, like, I'm back to hating you guys full time. Full time hate is back, bro. Honestly, my hate is creeping back in just after this podcast has got me going. Look at these shit. What's the term? Shit-eating grin. Chris Taylor. The fuck are you smiling about? Huh? Max Muncy. Look at that grin, bruh. You looks fucking nuts.
And
Yeah.
so,
So, but like,
Wrong, Burke. See, Omar, this is what I'm telling you. Wrong again, Burke.
I just felt like once we got past that Padres series and like going into that, I don't know how many times we talked about it. Like, hey, we got to change how we do things. And like, when we played them 2 years ago, we went down there. We stayed an hour away in that resort. Everyone drove down by themselves. It just felt like a vacation. Like there was no way we were going to win that game. We didn't have a workout on the off day. It was just like, hey, free for y'all. Y'all do whatever you want to do. And so for me, just going into that, it was like, hey, we got to change how we do things as a team. And I don't know how many times you and me talked about it.
yeah,
It was like,
a lot.
we got to change this.
So, Freddie, I know you hate talking, so thank you for coming.
I know you hate talking.
Last week, I think?
Literally was the MVP. He had a higher WAR than anybody on your favorite team for the entire season. He only played 82 games.
Is when you hurt your ankle. Was it last week?
Yeah, the day we clinched right before we went to Colorado.
Right before we went to Colorado. We're going into the playoffs. We know me and you sucked, especially last year. And we know, we don't have to talk about it, but we know, okay, this year we got to do something.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to have to.
Yeah.
Especially with Shohei. And you get hurt.
I think that's wrong too, Berg. I don't think Chris Taylor took in that bat.
Hurt your ankle.
Yeah.
How did that?
Kershaw didn't throw a pitch either, but he's now Kershaw's a 2-time champion now, right?
That deter you from?
Kershaw hasn't thrown a fucking pitch in, and I don't know when. But I guess he's the 2-time champion too.
That mindset of I got to do something, or what? How did that affect you?
I think it's kind of weird to say, but a little bit took my mind off of everything that's happened over the last couple of years. Didn't really make me think about opponents or anything like that. It was, how can I
mean, he has 2 real rings.
Get on this field? It was all I was thinking about day in and day out. I mean, you guys.
Wonder why Shohei isn't on this podcast. Yeah. I wonder why. I wonder why Roki wasn't on the podcast too. I wonder why Juan Soto's on this podcast.
Guys know what I was going through in the clubhouse, so I was just trying to think of and do everything I could to get on that field. So I wasn't really thinking about 2023 or 2022 or anything like that, which was almost maybe a blessing for me personally. But I think what's so special about this team was, everyone heard it. Everyone understood their role. They didn't try to be someone else. Everyone was just doing their part, and I think
you're making your Mexican Jordans, bro. I know you got those fucking ones that have the 4s. They have like the triangle from the 4s with the fucking heels of the 11. I know you got that in every color, Busta.
That's what made us so special this year, and thankfully I was able to get those few days off in between the NFC.
Busta still wears Dub Zeros.
In the World Series, be able to be healthy enough to actually impact, because I wasn't able to, swing my ankle. I was falling off my front side, so there was a lot going on each and every day for me to not even think about what was going on the last couple of years, and even this year, I was just trying to get on the field, And
I remember you going in and take. Usually you have, you got a whole routine you go through, and you were going through and just.
Honestly, I might turn into a sneakerhead, bro.
I mean, you guys
I might do it just for fun.
There was in the NLDS, we didn't know if I was playing until 30 minutes before the game started. So Kike,
I didn't know I got a fucking shot in my ass, and all of a sudden I guess the fucking still hit.
Yeah, I mean, you guys saw it on the field, and
this, bro. I'm gonna make a fucking top 10 list of reasons why I think the Dodgers are fucking cheating, bro.
I remember you going in and take. Usually you have, you got a whole routine you go through, and you were going through and just, this is all I got today.
Yeah, I mean, you guys saw it. I would come in. There was in the NLDS, we didn't know if I was playing until 30 minutes before the game started. So. Kike, after Game 4, I hugged him and I said, "I'm sorry." It was a lot, and it was. I'm very routine based. You guys know it, and doesn't matter who you are. If you can't practice or get yourself ready for the game, you're not going to be able to be.
Especially in the big leagues and in postseason.
Like, it doesn't matter who you are. Like, I hit 3 times a day. I do my routine, and it is spot on time wise of doing everything. And then all of a sudden, I take 8 swings and like. All right, I'm going to go try and hit Tanner Scott throwing 100 from the left side. Like, it's just not. And so it was all different for me, but.
Tanner Scott is legit like death, bro. That dude's nasty. I think he's a free agent. Oh, let me guess. The Dodgers are going to be. Let me guess. Tanner Scott, the #1 landing spot. Is the Los Angeles Dodgers, because Shohei Ohtani is making $100,000 this year, plus Juan Soto is also going to take a 70-year deferral. He's going to make $250,000 for the next 75 years. So they're going to sign Tanner Scott.
Once we got those few days off, I got to a spot where I was like, okay, I think I can do this. And then, I mean, I was telling you guys in those workouts, I was like, I got my swing back.
No, when I heard that,
I said, I'm back. Like,
when I heard you say, when I heard you say I got my swing back, Oh man.
And then I hit the line drive to left field off of Robleski, and they're like, "Oh, you got a new player back."
Yeah, I got a new player because I've seen it. As Tommy said, we've seen you go 15 for 16 or whatever it is, and they were all rocket.
Yeah.
So I knew, you know,
I'm thankful. I mean, I'm thankful for our training staff, you guys, for like picking me up on game 4 when I just physically, I just could not do it anymore, you know. And you guys all coming up to me and saying, "We got you today, and don't worry about it." And then you guys did it.
Yeah.
3 games I didn't play, you guys scored like 400 runs.
Let's go.
Jeez, maybe I shouldn't play anymore.
Yeah, but we need more. We need an outfielder. How does Juan Soto sound? Oh no, fuck, man. One of our MVPs is fucking, his ankle's a little hurt. One of our MVPs is a little hurt. We still won it all. We still should go out and get it. Juan Soto. We'll give Teoscar. Teoscar will give him some peanuts. He'll come back.
But it was just it was a special group of you.
How does Vlad Guerrero Jr. sound? We'll send Andy. We'll send Elago and Chris Taylor for Vlad.
Of us, you know, to go out and do that, overcome so much from even starting in Korea, rallying around.
It's crazy, bro.
That, you know, it was Scott who was supposed to be, you know, our guy, you know, and having to rally around our guy immediately, I think that's just set us on the right course to achieve this goal.
So
crazy,
I want to hear, you know, one quick thing. I just want to hear kind of everybody's perspective of the 5th inning in the World Series. And
But I promise you, I fucking promise you, they are already planning to get Paul Skeens. Yeah, it's not happening right now. But I swear to God, I can already smell the Dodgers Paul Skeens parade.
I'll start. Kike, I think, led off with a hit or something, and I'm like, ooh, because we hadn't hit him. Nobody had really touched
time.
him.
No, we're saying like just get one run.
Just get one. And so Kike gets a hit. I want to hear kind of everybody's perspective of the 5th inning in the World Series, and I'll start.
No alerts right now. No alerts.
PK, I think, led off with a hit or something, and I'm like, ooh, because we hadn't hit him. Nobody had really touched
time.
him.
We're just saying like just get one run.
Just get one. And so Kike gets
Bro, Freddie is so cold, bro.
a hit. Finally, he's human.
He's the only one not on cocaine.
Then I
He's
think
freezing, dude.
was it Tanks? And he missed it. And the first thing in my body was like, oh shit. Yep. Look at this. And then, first of all, you hit righty against.
I was in lefty, because that was Cole still.
Oh, was it? Okay, yeah. And then you hit righty against Canley. Why did you do that?
Because he throws all changeups.
Okay, so. Okay. But I thought you got to hit hit in between. Right. And so Kike, shout out to Kike, runs out to try and get in the way of the throw, and it worked. Now his base is loaded, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I don't even remember what happened after that.
You got up with 2 strikeouts.
Oh yeah, Lux and Show punchy. So then I'm up. I'm like, God, dang.
I mean, dude, like, you strike him out, the 2 strikeouts back to back. Inning was over. Fuck, man.
Thinking the same thing I was. Game 1.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta come up next.
Damn, this big situation, like I'm way more comfortable with less than 2 because I know I'm gonna put it in play. It's just you got to get a hit with 2 outs, obviously. And so I'm like, shit. So I get in there and I'm like, bro, they haven't even thrown me a strike in 4 games, and I keep swinging. I mean, and then I get another one, number again. And I was running a little fast because I'm like, just in case. Yeah. And then I saw Cole slow down. And then I've been working with Trav a lot. Trav is our strength trainer. I've been working on my running speed. Yeah. So I kicked it in the next gear, and I beat Rizzo. And I'm like, oh shit, we got 1. Yes. Yeah, that's what we needed.
That boy Rizzo was too busy thinking about mound visits.
Oh yeah, no.
All right, we'll talk about that. Yeah.
Whoa! What was that about? Oh, what was that about? What was that spice about, Max Muncy?
Rizzo, and I'm like, oh shit, we got one. Yes,
Yeah,
that's what we needed.
that boy Rizzo was too busy thinking about mound visits.
Oh yeah, I know.
All right, we'll talk about that. Yeah.
He said that boy. I don't know.
And then
Undertones?
Freddie's behind me, and I already know Freddie's been feeling good. It doesn't really matter about Cole at this point because it wasn't about the matchup. It was more about at that point who was gonna lose. It wasn't about like righty lefty, this, that, and the other. Like Freddie, I just think Freddie was gonna will his way to a hit. I've seen it too many times. And you get down 0-2, 1-2 or something like that. 1-2. I think he's flung a fastball
I
up.
went
Or something.
fastball up to get to the 2 strikes.
2 strikes, and I'm like, damn. Okay, he went fastball up out of the zone, right? And I'm like, well, if he's swinging at that bullshit, I don't know. And that's what went through my head. I'm at first, and then I see jam drop. I'm like, oh shit!
I fouled off the changeup.
Oh, you fouled off, and then you got the hit.
Once I fouled off the changeup, I was like, he has nowhere to go.
Okay, so in your head, you had tell me your
Okay,
that. Tell me.
you got the hit, or when you got the hit.
Yeah, when I got that hit.
When you hit the rocket,
Bam. Yeah.
I was walking up, and
Sacrificed his body on it.
I was walking. I was obviously feeling good, and the previous 2 at bats, I saw him very well. I hit the one that just jumped into the wall, so it wasn't like I was going up there 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and not seeing. I went up and saw everything really well, so I was feeling pretty good about how I was feeling in that game. And I went up, and I think the first pitch fouled off a heater. Then he went ball, and then he went heater up again, and I fouled it off. And then he threw the 93-mile-an-hour changeup. That was probably dotted down and away, and I fouled it off. And I was like, got him. Because it's like,
what was it about that pitch that?
Because that was his best pitch.
Oh, okay.
And he executed it to a T, and I fouled it off. And that's what we all as hitters are just. Sometimes it's not about getting a hit or anything like that. It's fouling a pitch off to see another one, because he just made the best pitch he could possibly make, and I beat him. I fouled it off, and I was like, he's not going to throw that again. And I just missiled his curveball to dead center at 108 miles an hour last at bat. So I'm going to look heater in, and he threw heater in, and I got to it. And it was just, I was guessing throughout, but like,
You played chess game.
I played the chess game. It felt like I was a move ahead at all times, and I seemed to be in the right spot, and my swing was in the right spot, and I was feeling confidence of everything in this game, and I was very confident in myself, and just got the hit, and then Teo, jeez.
Yeah, Money Mike, I want to hear your perspective on when Teo came up, especially after Freddie gets the hit, and now we're down 5-3. Yeah. And then it's 1st and 3rd, and Teo is up. I want to hear your perspective being in the
So I'll take it back a little bit farther.
We don't want you to take it back, fool. God damn, know your role.
I come in the 4th for. I was in the dugout.
Oh, you did come in.
So I come in the 4th.
Oh yeah, you were in there.
Completely ambushed, which I took pride the whole time I was over here not being ambushed. I was not ready to pitch, but we got a 0, so I don't care. I came in that dugout, and I don't know what it was. I could feel it.
Freddie
I could see
fucking.
it from y'all. I was like,
Bro, this is Freddie right now, bro.
Shoulder care right now. I stayed in that dugout for the rest of the game.
It's nice, please, bro. The gray, the shiny.
Freddie's
I saw
fucking.
those, and I was like, ooh, that's
Freddie in the corner like this, bro.
So I stayed there and I watched that, and I watched everything y'all just played out. And then when Teo came up to the plate, it was like
to start the fire. What the?
Yep.
And when he got that ball, I thought it was gone. First of all, I think a lot of people did, but when he hit it, I was like, game over. Game over. And as soon as he got on second base, and he did his Teo thing where he paused and he banged his chest, I was like, we just won the World Series. You know what I mean? It was just a really special moment for me.
Yeah, that was super dope months. Like, what was your going through it? You know what I'm saying?
Muncie wants to say something stupid, bro.
So that was my first time ever playing at Yankee Stadium.
Really?
I never, because I was hurt when we went there this year, and then the last 3 times we played them, they came to LA. We never went there. And then when I was in Oakland, I got sent down like on the tarmac going both those trips, which sucked. So I'd never played there. I'd never felt the energy there. I don't know what y'all thought, but it was almost like those fans were waiting for something bad to happen.
For the Yankees.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were waiting for something bad to happen. And when all that started unfolding, like I could just feel it. I was like, man, we're about to just take over this game right now. Like there ain't no way we losing this game. And we talked about it in the infield because we talked about, man, that was a quick hook on Jack. And we all looked at each other. We're like, hey, we keep this game close. We're going to come back and win.
We're trying to win this game.
So all we got to do is keep it close. We're going to come back and win this.
Come on
so
in.
It's just like,
Come on in, G.
get over here, Luxie. Sure. Get over here, baby. But yeah, so it was just like as all that unfolds, you could feel the energy shift in the stadium, and it was almost like they were expecting it. They were expecting us to take over, and like when you feel that in a stadium, you just get this feeling.
Yeah.
Man, there ain't no way we're going to lose this game, and that's just how it felt. Like from that moment on, it felt like we were going to win this game. I thought we were going to score like 20 runs after that. We didn't, but
then
it
we go
didn't
down.
matter. It felt like we scored 20 runs.
It did. Then we go down one.
It didn't matter.
It didn't.
No.
But the feeling was like, for me, and I want to hear, let's see what CT says, but for me, it was like we went down one, but I'm like, that's fine. We just did 5. There's no way they can stop us from scoring.
Yeah, before he talks about it, for me, it was like the next inning after they scored, when we got up, the way we got bases loaded, we just sat there and we just took balls.
Yeah,
we didn't swing, we just took.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Kike might have got the first hit single, but then after that, the boys were just taking. They're like, yeah, y'all ain't getting us.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy.
CT, I want to hear from you, your perspective on the 5th inning, and kind of how it, your
Well, I think this is the one. This is the spicy one, right?
emotions, the roller coaster you were on.
Yeah, no, I mean, everybody saw it, right? So, to me, I mean, we're all kind of thinking it. They kind of shut down their leg, right? You know, they.
Ooh. Ball is killed. Oh, I accidentally pressed the button. It took me way back. Oh, we gotta find this spot again. Hold on. Pass the mic. Where'd it go? Where was it at? Right here.
To me, I mean, we're all kind of thinking it. They kind of shut down their leg.
God damn!
And like it was like one thing after the next. So I think our energy in the dugout was kind of feeding off of that. It was like, all we got to do is put the ball in play, right? You know, like.
Bro, I don't like Mookie laughing like that, bro. If I'm a New York Yankee fan, I don't fuck with Mookie laughing like that.
They were pressing, like it was like one thing after the next. So I think our energy in the dugout was kind of feeding off that. It was like, all we got to do is put the ball in play, right? You know?
Ah, hell no, bro. I'm gonna let this fucking Mookie Betts laugh at me like that, bro. That's crazy.
Like, and,
Yeah, it's a fact.
I mean, you didn't put no balls in play. Really?
oh, like, all we got to do is put the ball in play, right? You know? Like, and,
Yeah, it's a fact.
and we knew the big hit was going to come at some point, you know, so it's sort of just passing the baton to the next guy. And, and then after Teo hit that double, and I feel like the whole momentum, everything just shifted, and we all kind of knew. And then even after they scored one, like, I don't think anybody was worried.
Yeah, we didn't blink an eye at that.
Yeah, we knew we had it.
Yeah.
Hold on, what's that in the background? Hold on.
And I feel like
I hear Drizzy Drake in the background.
Momentum, everything just shifted, and we all kind of knew. And then even after they scored one, like, I don't think anybody was worried.
Yeah, we didn't blink an eye at that.
Yeah, we knew we had it.
Yeah. So G, you not took a year off. You had a year off of baseball, and then you.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, that is the spiciest clip of the whole shit, bro. Mookie laughing like that, bro. That was. But listen, bro. Mookie's got real beef with the Yankees, bro. So he was on the Red Sox, obviously one of the worst trades of all time. I mean, I guess if you're the Red Sox, I mean, yeah, worst trade of all time. I mean, there's no way you ruined my life with that trade. Thank you, Boston. One of the thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, Chris Taylor, man. I mean, I don't like the whole, oh, did you even play? Like when they say it to like Joe Kelly, you didn't even pitch, bro. I mean, he's on the fucking team. He got the fucking paycheck, bro. Chris Taylor played a lot of baseball games the last fucking 5 years for the Dodgers, 6 years. I mean, yeah, maybe he didn't play this series. He played fucking a lot of meaningful games. Joe Kelly, kinda. I mean, dude. Joe Kelly's like, is he not healthy? I don't know. I feel like Joe Kelly's good when he's healthy. He's good.
Come back, and you go through what you go through in spring, and make the position change.
Look at this dude.
Seems to fit a lot better, and you get comfortable. How long did it take this year for you to like get back into baseball shape?
Man.
Because after a year off, that's a long time.
Yeah, I would say probably like June I started to feel pretty normal, but like up until that it was like even running the bases I was kind of like it's hard to explain.
Was it a fear of you may re-hurt it?
Yeah, like everything's fine, you feel fine. It's like more like mental hurdles trying to get over it. But yeah, I would say probably like June, July, it started to feel
That's
like
a long time. Like
trusting it.
Yeah.
Because if it was fine, like it wouldn't get sore, it didn't hurt, but like just trusting.
You just
like,
know because
it's
you were
fine.
fine and then you tore it, so it's kind of hard.
Exactly, yeah, and running the bases. So it's like kind of every like change of direction, everything, like it's just learning to trust it again. But it took like probably like 15, 16 months for it to be like, okay, like you're good, like it's fine. And I'm sure like, have you had TJ or anyone? Yeah, like it's anyone that's had surgery can kind of like relate to that. Tommy, like
Yeah, same stuff.
with your ankle, your wrist, all that.
So, and then going into playoffs, right? Because you struggled early and then got hot.
Yeah.
And you got hot and you were playing well. Like, got hot and then kind of was playing normal
Yeah.
going into playoffs.
Yeah.
And, like, we're playing the Padres. Like, how was that for you? Like, what was the feeling?
So, Vic, answer me this. Do you feel as an athlete as deserving if you don't play much at all? Say even for a Little League championship. Do you feel as an athlete as deserving if you don't play much at all? Yeah, if you're on the team, yeah, you deserve to say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Like, for you going into knowing they're coming here, but we're playing against, like, we all agreed, really the best talented, complete team.
Yeah. I mean, it was like just compete mode. Like, it doesn't matter.
No, I don't. But for the Little League is different. Obviously, man. Like, the kids are forced to be on teams.
Or how it gets done, like, it's just got to get done, whatever it is. You got to get on base for Freddie, yourself, Muntz, like, Shohei is like, I don't care how I get on base. If it's a blooper or a walk, like, just try to get on base and, like, compete your ass off and whatever happens, happens. But, like, make every play on defense, get on base, like, do all the little things and let you guys kind of run it.
Exactly. We all the same thing. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter. That's what I kept telling people is like, none of us care who gets it done. Is like, it just has to get done.
Kike said it. I mean, he literally said it. We don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
we don't.
No.
Nobody.
It's just, I can't.
He does when it comes to, okay, is that what you want me to do? Cool, I'll do it.
Right.
I want to jump. I want to go to my roof and jump.
Right.
That's not really my role. That's his role. So I'm going to let him take care of that. But I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
So he can do that or whatever it is,
Like, we have like 5 guys that are going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
So, like,
it's crazy.
at the
Oh, yeah, we got 5 guys in the Hall of Fame. How many more do we need? I don't know. What do you think? Maybe 3 or 4 more? How about that?
bottom loader, I don't care how I'm getting on or what it is. Like, I'm just doing the little things for you guys and letting you guys.
We gotta, dude. I swear to God, bro.
Take over. I don't care like how it gets done.
I think best example of that was Game 1 of the World Series.
You know, we come up bottom 10, we just gone down by 1, and then
Get on
you,
base.
you're coming up in the bottom of the lineup.
Yeah.
You end up walking, I think, and then I hit a little like. I came up, I think it was 1 out, and I was like, whatever you do, just don't ground into a double play right
Yeah,
here.
got to get Shohei up.
I was like, you can't be the end of this game right here.
Yeah.
And then I ended up like, well, I hit a ground ball, and I'm like, all right, please get through. And then he ended up like second base ended up booting or whatever. And then we get Shohei up, and then you up, and then they walk you, and then you get to Freddie, and you know, took care of business.
Yeah. So, G, how was your World Series experience? I mean, your first one and like playing in the World Series, Yankee Stadium. That was your first. No, you played early in the season, Yankee Stadium. Didn't you?
No, I mean I was on the DSCS, but I didn't really play. Like I was there, but I didn't really. It didn't feel like I was like totally a part of it like this one or so. I felt like in 2020, I feel like I missed out. So on this one, like I was hurt, like we all were. And I was like, I told Doc, I was like, I need to be a part of this. Like I don't care how banged up we are. Like I just want to be out there and you know be a part of this because this group is awesome, man. Like all of us felt like all we wanted to do was win and playing it against New York was great. I mean, Yankees, Dodgers, you can't write it up any better. So I thought it was fun, man. I mean, that's the most fun I've had playing baseball and just competing and seeing everybody ball out. Like this guy's on 1 foot and he's hitting homers every night, and it was like it was special. That was cool to see.
I'll say this, like, and we can kind of wrap on this. Like for me, from my perspective, you know, I played 10 years. This team. The way we came together in the postseason, especially like the talks and stuff, the way we like, even though we didn't always, not everybody always wanted to go to the team dinner, but everybody did it. Not everybody wanted to go work out every time. Every time, all those days we had workouts, not everybody wanted to go, but we did it. And I think that I could still be playing right now. Like when I was going to the field, I did not feel like I was going to work. I feel like I was going to
cringe
hang out with my
part
boys. We get to go compete.
You guys knocked it out of the park.
You know what I'm saying?
You went to the front office.
I know you guys know right now. I'm fucking seething listening to this. I'm crawling out of my skin right now.
And said, "Hey man, like we need to be together. Like you
need to be together."
It was a little tough to get everyone to buy into it, but I think we saw the end result of that.
Yeah.
I mean, what we say, give us 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks, boys.
And we get to go compete. Compete each and every day.
It's tough. We know you want your kids in the clubhouse. We know you want to hang out with so and so, but give us 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And dude, the team this postseason, it's hard to describe. Like that's the closest thing I've ever been a part of. Like without a doubt.
Yeah.
After we got to New York at 8 a.m. and practice, and we all still went to that team dinner, and I think that's why we showed out in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The group of guys that we had, you just cannot. Compete against a group of people that we were as a unit. You just can't do that, and we're gonna
Who the fuck are you, Freddie Freeman?
overcome every obstacle. We already did it for 8 months, and now we're like this.
Yep.
You got no chance.
And you know, like the best thing was, to me, from my perspective, was like after we won the World Series, we were still together. We all said, "Fuck it, we just gonna argue with our wives so we can ride back together." You know what I'm saying? Like that's dope. That's why we won the World Series. You know?
Yeah, so many obstacles. Ipe is in prison for you. Obstacles. I'm crawling. I'm crawling out of my skin.
And so, but yeah, that was super special, and I want to thank all y'all. Thank y'all for coming on, sharing your perspective. Thank you guys.
2024.
Thanks for having us, man.
2025, we'll do it again. You're not gonna be here, probably. You're not gonna be here, but what's up? Do it again. You're not doing it again, bro. You're not doing it again. You're not doing it again. No. Nope. Not on my watch. think you're just gonna buy? You think you're just gonna buy a dynasty? You can buy a ring or two. You can't buy dynasties in the MLB. See you next year. Dude, honestly, I'm actually. This was most. I would say this interview was about 30% cringe. The other 40%, like there was 30% cringe, about 40% of like, how do you say, fluff talk, where it's just like, just, I'm me and you're you, and you should never not be you, because if you're not you, then I can't be me, and if I can't be me, then we can't be us. And if we're not us, then we can't win with the World Series. That's about 40% of the Kike-ness. The I'm me, papa. That was about 40% of this podcast. And then the remaining 30%, there was a little. It was. It's kind of cool that this happened. I probably would have been cringing at the Braves also if we did this. Like, let's say fucking Dansby Swanson had a podcast during the 2021 World Series, the Dansby show. What a time that would have been. Little Ozzy. I don't know. I don't know. Me, you, and Papa, me, and you,